From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 33-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A game there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 37 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And some space here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Najee Harris, 70 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that Kansas defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen going to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 58 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now it's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Black 80, black.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Give him 5 yards there, and will bring up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd down.
Herbert now. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
gain of 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
That's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Harris will start the drive out. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris with their 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now off to the races, down the right side. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Set. Kappa. Set.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Delta, set.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Set. 380. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring them back within 4.
Makes the score.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And they work this well outfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Allen to throw it. Shakir holds it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Up the middle to Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On play action, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Run! Set. 380. Go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Kappa.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evidence there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
In motion right, that's Williams. Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Oh, that's
what an effort. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
319!
They go back to the ground now with Davis. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
6 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hey, tight, quick.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
9 yards.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Down 80!
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Buffalo.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
17.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From
the 50, here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Allen! Rondé Gadsden, 35 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, what a move. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's now second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brown 80.
To the air, Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 20. Herbert now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
Here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set. Set.
They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the 23-yard line.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. A draw play, Hampton. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right? You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not the case. Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level. They've been hot so far. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Second down and 8. From midfield, here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away. Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw. The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives. So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give, running left is Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 201 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Zone read, a give to Hampton. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Line. Ready.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Loss loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And shedding through the tackle. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Delta.
Play action. It's Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They run with Harris. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Herbert. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gadsden, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Bills 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Calvin Austin.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
10 yards to go.
Offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. But you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Set.
On the delay, here's Harris. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Set. Line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3. 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Back to throw. Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That one goes for 8 yards.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your 1st down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the 1st down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
This one complete to Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Allen again. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. They'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. but you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen now looks to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man right side, that's McConkey. Dances by him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Herbert going to give to Hampton. Pushing through the contact. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give to Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. They run again with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Kappa.
Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score, Chargers 38, Bills 31. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. On the return, it's Brandon Condrington. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. That's caught by Shakir. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st down, Bills.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete. It's caught. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills 1st down.
Allen maybe with a free play. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Here's first down.
319.
Throwing, Allen. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Throwing is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Allen.
The Chargers 10-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
The game is tied at 38 all. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's first and 10.
Baylor tight. Go.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Set.
This is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
At the 20-yard line.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.